number 10 BYU. They went on the road at Iowa State. And this was a matchup that we didn't expect. It was kind of flipped because Iowa State was ranked pretty high throughout the year. BYU wasn't. Now BYU has some great wins. They beat Utah. BYU's really been climbing, and now they're number 10 in the country. And Iowa State has fallen off the face of the earth. Now, they had some good wins early. They beat Kansas State in Farmageddon, and then they beat Iowa, but then they've really fallen off the rails with some tough losses to Cincinnati, which, you know what, we didn't give them that credit at the time because, like, well, it turns out Cincinnati's pretty good. Cincinnati's killing just about everybody they play. Cincinnati's good, so you can't really fault them that much, but it's like Iowa State keeps losing, and they lost back-to-back. They really should have lost or nearly lost to Arkansas State, and then they lost to Colorado, which Colorado just got murdered by Utah. So it's like Iowa State, it's a really tricky team to evaluate because, like, when they play really great, like, they dominated Arizona, a team that, like, a lot of those other top teams are, like, barely edging out, or, you know, sometimes they lose, whatever the case may be. But it's just like you wouldn't expect Iowa State to really fall off the rails so much when they've had such great performances early. They're really just not the same team at the beginning of the season, it feels like. And BYU just keeps getting better week after week as they end up winning on the road. It looked a little suspect early, but eventually BYU found a way. 41-27 is a pretty good victory for BYU, Jack.
Yeah, very good victory. And Kalani Sitake, BYU coach, such a good coach, one of the best in the country. Just to have the adversity. I mean, I think this is their fifth straight win, and going into Utah, they were not favored in either of these games. They were underdogs in that Utah game and the Iowa State game. And when you think about it, like, going emotional win against Utah, the Holy War, a rival, going out of
Right.
that week immediately facing a team that has lost two straight, but they just had a bye week. So they have a lot of time to prepare for you home when you're going into that tough environment in Ames. So this,
Mm-hmm.
and in the first half, this was really all Iowa State.
Right.
They really built up a lead. And the thing with BYU is they're so good. They're just such a well-rounded team. So if they get any
Right.
momentum, they're just going to steal it
Mm-hmm.
immediately. So if you can't make mistakes against them, they're like the Chiefs or the Eagles. If you make a mistake, they're going to make you pay for it, and they're not going to make much mistakes at all.
Yeah, or
So
Ohio State. Yep.
yeah, teams like that. But
Mm-hmm.
when you think about that pick six, that was huge, and the punt block, that was a big play.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just squashed all the momentum for Iowa State they had built out for the first quarter and a half or so. But
Mm-hmm.
man, this kind of could have saved their season because they only have two losses against, I think,
Mm-hmm.
is
Right.
not a great Colorado team. We're finding out they have a
Right.
bunch of close losses, but this Utah loss recently is just, how do you lose that bad? I don't know how you lose that bad. That is so embarrassing. It's like the Oklahoma State earlier in the year, um, against Oregon, where they lost by almost 70.
Right.
It's like that, and then just got Oklahoma State just lost by like 40 to Texas Tech as well. They're not
Yeah.
a great team.
Everybody's killing them. Yeah.
But the thing about Colorado is they're close with almost everyone. They
Mm-hmm.
If
Right.
they
They
capitalize
were.
on those turnovers against Georgia Tech, they can take that game. They can beat Houston. They had a
Mhm.
big lead against BYU, the team we're talking about. If
Right.
they can just finish these games, they could be like a solid Big 12 team, but they just cannot finish these games. And the TCU one as well. A lot of games like this. But like, was it 40-0 at halftime? Like,
Mm.
it's inexcusable. And I know Deion Sanders is going through health
Mhm.
problems. Really good
Right.
that he's still out there coaching, but
Right.
this is, and I saw like the pregame. I don't know if you saw this, but the one of their assistant coaches, he used to be a defensive lineman for the Buccaneers, Warren Sapp. He's an assistant coach, and
Mm.
his pregame routine is kicking over the pylons
Mm.
every single game, and Deion Sanders has to pick him up. So to do that as you're kind of like losing this bad and having not a great season, last season was great. They had a
Right.
positive record. They went to a bowl game.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, it was great. Shador Sanders had a great year, and Travis Hunter won the Heisman. So, but this
Right.
season really is just the complete opposite. And you could say bad luck,
Right.
but just earlier in the year with losing close to those good teams like Georgia Tech and like Houston. But
Mm-hmm.
this is just it really is. It's embarrassing. I don't know what needs to go on there. I mean, Caden Salter's a good quarterback. I think he is. They
Mm-hmm.
just need to get better weapons for him. Just build a better team. I don't know. I don't know what it is, Ben.
Right. Yeah, it's unacceptable. And I mean, they've been pretty good against everybody else. That's what's so funny. Like they've been in contention. They haven't been getting like killed to the level that they just did. And BYU, this is a team that really should have lost to them. And we saw another great day from Bear Bachmeyer. I mean, 307 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he was the leading rusher as well with 50 and another touchdown. He's really been playing well. And they really just answered the bell. It's like Iowa State scores 27 points. Yeah, well, we'll score them by more. 2 touchdowns. It's like BYU can really put up on offense when they need to, and then their defense locks in as well. Like that first half against Utah, Utah didn't start making that a game until like the second half. Like their defense can play well when they need it to be. BYU is really solid, and they're right up there with Texas Tech, where you could really end up seeing them possibly in a playoff spot if they end up winning that Big 12 championship.